Welcome back. Intent on adventure. As you can see, I'm in a wood, or going into a wood anyway. But I'm not in a tent. I'm in a bivvy, or I will be in a bivvy once I've found my bivvying spot. So I'm just going to head down this way here. It's nice and quiet at the moment. I have been here before in the dark past, and I was bivvying then. So yeah, just a quick overnighter really. I have got a foldable firebox, sort of like barbecue type machine, which you'll see later. So I'm going to have that, make a fire, and or hopefully, and then I've got some nice juicy steak. I've got some Japanese, I think they're like teriyaki mushrooms, some rolls, bottle of red. Ooh. Something just whacked me in the face. Yes, a nice bottle of red wine. I've had a couple of beers in the pub with my son. He's now gone home, and I'm off now down here for a bit of a camp. So I shall find somewhere. I've got an idea where I'm going to go. I've been there before. It's nice and flat. It's away from the road. This place is quite busy with people, dog walkers, etc. But as it starts to get dark, they'll all disappear. So I've come here like it's 7 o'clock now in the evening. I've come here late on purpose, so I haven't got to hang around really in the woods for too long before it starts to get dusk. But that then gives me 2 hours to find a little cheeky camp spot and set up my little camp, and then get ready for the evening. So I shall see you then. Oh, there's a little path going off to the right here. I'm trying to remember the time I came. I'm talking about 3 or 4 years ago I came here. So I'm trying to remember where I camped. It's a huge wood. So there's lots and lots and lots of potential here. I came here, I think it was May. And I've not done it since, but I tapped a silver birch. I think it's May the only time you can do it. I'm sure it was in May. And I got a load of a big cupful of sap, cold, ice cold, sugary drink out of it. It was fabulous really. And then put it all back together. I bunged the hole up and made it fine, so that is okay. But I've not actually ever done that since. I did it once just to see if I could do it, and it was very successful. I couldn't believe how cold it was, the water that came up the sap. It was such a hot day as well. Yeah, so that was a success. I've not been to the woods for quite a while really. The last time I came to the woods was last year, sometime 18 months ago, just before lockdown started. I think I put the YouTube channel, I put it on YouTube, and that was really enjoyable. But yeah, it was quite a while ago, so I'm looking forward now to be back into the woods. I moved away from it really. I don't know, I was telling my boy, I said, do you know, I started off camping in the woods, bushcrafting, and then for some weird reason I moved away from it, and I started hiking and doing, like, going to Scotland through the mountains and Wales, and long distance sort of like hikes, long distance-ish for me. But my legs are not up to it these days for some reason. I think it's its age. So I've decided to come back to the woods. So yeah, and my boy lives around here, and he knows a lot of people that own a lot of land. So he's now going to put his feelers out for me to get a permissive woodland, so I can camp permanently in one place. So we'll see how that goes. He's positive about it. He said that he should be able to make it work. So I'll keep you informed about that. Fingers crossed that will happen. He doesn't normally say he can do something and then he doesn't. So, and now you'll see this on YouTube anyway, and you're like, oh, I've got to do it now. Yeah, so that hopefully that will happen. Fingers crossed. Coming up now to a little bit of a car parking area. There's cars there, so I shall put you away and bring you back when I get a little bit nearer the campsite, or wherever I'm going to camp. I'll see you shortly. Oh. Well, I'll just turn you around because I want to show you this. There's another one there. This is like Camp City. So kids have been making shelters all over this woodland, this part of the woodland anyway, which is great. There's no mess, there's no like tins and cans and things. So it is children just practicing and playing. This, I believe, is where I camped the last time I was here. And what I'd done, I camped in the valley bit there, just in there, and I put a tarpaulin over the top, and then underneath. I'm 95% sure it was here, but there we are. These weren't all here, of course. But good on them. I mean, they've put some effort in, to be fair, the kids. I think I'm just going to plonk myself here. There's a stool, ready made. I've got my own chair. I brought a chair. Make a bit of a clearing. I'm far enough away from the road. There's a footpath, but it's way back over there. I'll see. I'll have a mooch around anyway. And then when I've set up, I don't know if I put a tarp up or not. If you put a tarp up, it can be seen because it's a little bit open. Where if I'm just using the BIVVY, it's not going to be seen till it's dark. I don't think it's for. They said the odd shower, but they didn't know where they were going to be. What do you do? Right, I'm going to have a little bit more of a mooch, find a little spot, and then get back to you when I've sort of set up and poured myself a glass of wine. It is now 7:15, so I've got an hour and 3/4 before it's dark. Plenty of time, and plenty. There's loads and loads of wood here for a fire tonight. Make sure it's off the ground, of course. I may put the firebox on a stump. Make sure that it doesn't, because the ground is a bit dry. I don't want it smouldering. So, see you later. when you come to a woodland, when you arrive there, just sit down, don't do anything else. Just take a few moments. This woodland's alive with birds. I know there's a road just over there, a little ways through the woods. You can probably hear them, but they're not going to be bothered. They're rushing through there. The trees are quite thick, they're not going to see me. It's 7:30. And have a little wander now. Leave my rucksack there. I'm just going to have a little scout around. See if I can see somewhere better to camp, but I don't think so. I think this will be the place, but you never know. Somewhere a little bit more secluded. I'll get back to you in a few minutes. A large ant nest. You don't want to be camping near here. It'll just be annoying if they woke up. You're camped right there. There we are. Bumblebee. So you don't want to be also camping near a bumblebee nest. This is why it's worth, when you come to the woods, just to sit down and just take 5-10 minutes just to look at the area, look at your surroundings, take your time. I did once set my bivvy up on a hornet's nest. Didn't know that till about an hour later, and I could hear them buzzing under my head. When I grabbed everything, I ran just in case, because they do follow your hornets. So I didn't do that again in a hurry. Ruined my night's sleep. There's a deer through there. Well, it is 9:15. Now, I went to the pub earlier and they had installed in their garden one of those huge big bell tents, and in the middle they had a log fire, and so the girl that was looking after it gave me a little tinder bundle, which I was impressed with. So I've taken a photograph of the box it came with, but I'm going to light it now anyway. I don't think there's anybody. I've not seen anybody for ages. So this is the tinder bundle. Let's just see how it lights up without burning my finger. Ow, 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 ow. There we go. Then what I'm going to do is bring you back where I've got some nice big embers and then stick my steak on. I think that's the way forward. I'll speak to you shortly. Now, scarily enough, I don't know if you can see me in this light, but a guy walked past with a cloak on. He looked like a vampire and he kept staring at me as he's walking past, but right close to my camp. He's now gone, but he had a cloak with a high collar, you know, like you see in the movies, the vampire, one of those. Now that's worried me now because he now knows where I am. Well, I'm having a big steak. There we are, that's lovely. Was going to be, I hope. I just hope the vampire don't come back later. I think the steak is a bit big really for that. It's thick, look at the size of it. I hope it cooks. I think it's going to take a little while, to be fair. But anyway, I'll come back when it's a little bit nearer the mark. I can't beat steak cooked over pine wood. Absolutely outstanding. With a bottle of red. Oh, nice. I did bring mushrooms and bread and things, but the steak's so big I don't need it. Don't lose that. Well, it's 10:10. I'm going to turn in. I've had a nice wine. I've had a fantastic steak. I'm in my bivvy. I don't know if you can see anything, but I'm in the woods now, as you know. Nice and toasty, and I'm gonna go to bed. I've got my glass of wine still, and I got some biscuits, and I'm gonna watch a film, and then I'll nod off. So unless anything else happens, I will see you in the morning. Good night. Oh, morning. 5:30. I was awake at 4. Dawn chorus. Yeah, I slept quite well. I did wake up a few times. I didn't bring enough padding for a pillow really, so it was a little bit uncomfortable. But apart from that, very good. There's a car park over the back, only a little one, but even 1 at 2 o'clock in the morning, cars were pulling in there. Don't know what they were up to. I can only guess. But anyway, I'm going to get up now, and then I'm going to walk down to the town village and get a bus home. I'll get back to you when I get out of bed. I think I'll put my jacket on. Please, I brought it. There's everything spread out there. A bit of an untidy camper, really, I think. But it'll all be put away. You won't know I've been here. I like things spread out around where I'm sleeping. Everything to hand. I don't want to keep getting out of bed if I want something, you know. So it's all there. And my sleeping bag. My rucksack off the ground. Don't want ants and slugs and things in that. Well, I'm going to get packed away before the dog walkers turn up. I mean, they won't come through this way, although somebody did last night. A bit weird. There we go. Right, I'll catch you when I'm packed away. There we are, all packed away. You can't even see the footprint where I've been. All nice and tidy. I'm heading in that direction. Well, I should get my phone out and have a look, because there's a footpath down there, but I don't want to start wandering around. I could go the main roadway, but there's no footpath there, and it's very Not busy, but the traffic, it races along there. I don't want to get run over. The last thing I've expected is a hiker down there at this time of the morning and you'll be in the hedgerow. But anyway, here we go. What a pleasant evening. Very nice. And a deer. Don't say hello. He came along. Very relaxing. If you've not been out wild camping yet, go and do it. It's great fun. And you feel relaxed, chilled, especially in the woods. I moved away from, I think I said before, I don't know why, I moved away from the woods to hiking, and I'm now going to come back to the woods. I don't know why I strayed off that path really. I think you've got to try all sorts of different things, but I just enjoy the relaxation of woodland camping. And also you haven't got to hike for 20 miles. Oh. I've not even had a coffee yet. I don't normally bother in the mornings. I get up, I just pack away and gone. What I don't really want to be doing is putting the kettle on and then someone's walking past, you know what I mean, or they're just looking at you. You just draw attention to yourself. Oh, here we are on the path. Left or right? Left. Right. I'll see if I can find some directions to get back. This you can't get lost here. It's a wood. You're in, you know, it's like an island, but it's crisscrossed with paths, and you can walk round in circles. I mean, it is big. You can walk round in circles. I have done in the past, and yeah. So you got to be a little bit careful, otherwise you're just wasting energy till you find where you're heading for. All those branches on the floor, they're not dead fall out of the canopy. This part of the wood here is heavily managed, and I think what they've done, they've chopped down a lot of the trees, and then they've just left all the branches. Look at that one there. See, a bit too near the path for my liking, but if I'd have found that last night, I'd have cleared that up a little bit, and that would have been, I think I swallowed the flag. Oh dear. Yeah, that would have been my camp for the night, but too near the path. Some of them are quite good. You throw a tarp over that, and the beginnings of others. There we are. Anyway, I'm waffling on. I'm going to head down this way now, and I'll speak to you later. woodpeckers, 2. Thing is with a GoPro, it doesn't zoom really. It's a faff. So some things you miss. Like, I don't think that deer last night would have come out, but on my phone I could go right in and see him. But on the GoPro, no. Very pleasant walk. Not seen a soul this morning. Now, I know I like a rant, but to walk your dog, pick the poo up and then put it in the tree for someone else to come and collect. What do you think, the council's going to come along here every day and pick your shit up? This would be great for hammocking. I used to have a hammock. I got rid of that, I don't know why. Trouble is, you just keep buying things and then where do you stop? But hammocks are inexpensive, between, I don't know, £27 for a cheapie, 55 quid mid-range, up to 100 really. Spend what you want. But a mid-range one will be good here. Excuse me. Oh dear. Arrive late and leave early as usual, but you'll be fine. As you get right out off the path in there. Well, thank you for watching. Intent on adventure. Please press the subscribe button. That would be much appreciated. It keeps me going. I am climbing slowly. Press the like, thumbs up. I think that helps me in the rankings, gets me discovered. And then I shall see you on the next adventure. Probably next week, who knows. I'm near the main road now, and hopefully I can find a coffee shop and get a well-deserved coffee. I thoroughly enjoyed last night. That steak was fabulous. The thing, there's nothing like cooking open fire pinewood. It gets into the let's cross the road here before I actually get run over. It's a bend. Yeah, taste was absolutely outstanding. Thoroughly enjoyed it. The last minute I bought some English mustard from the shop. That was a good move. Filling, I didn't even have any bread, or I didn't do the mushrooms. I'll have those when I get indoors. With some bacon for breakfast this morning. So, right then, see you all again on the next trip. Bye.